Time for modern day Cityscape. Of course, I'm going to love this level. It's one of my favorite stages from my absolute favorite Sonic game, being Sonic Adventure 2. And I don't think any intro stage since Cityscape has really had, I don't know, kind of the same punch or the same energy that Cityscape really brought to that game. And of course, this version is going to be a little bit more difficult since we're in the middle of the game instead of being at the very beginning. But I'm looking forward to how they kind of remix this one. I played the original Cityscape infinitely more times than I have the Generations version, so let's see. Of course, we're going to start on the traditional snowboard, because why wouldn't we? Let's see if I can get all the jumps. That's one down. I think they're a little easier here in Generations. Oh yeah, and how about we let the music play for a little while? There we go. What was familiar and old is now new again, or something like that. And if it seemed I was a little abnormally good at that opening segment, it's because, yeah, I was so excited to start this level that when I was going through the opening stage of Cityscape, I remembered, oh, I didn't press the record button on either my video or my audio, so I got a little bit of practice there on the opening stage with the snowboard there, which is probably for the best. I probably would have embarrassed myself otherwise, which is what I'm about to do here, just to watch. But here we go, the giant loop-to-loop, get the camera angle change. Not as long as the original feels like. But here's like a 2D segment to kind of ruin the mood, I guess. Not really ruin the mood, but to like break open the pacing, I guess. I don't know. Oh, hey, another red ring, I'll take that. I was kind of surprised that I got a red ring back on the snowboarding segment. I didn't even know that was up there, really, but yeah, we're gonna have to do a bit of 2D platforming, unfortunately. I mean, it's not the worst thing on planet Earth. I mean, it will be if I die, of course. I really want the S rank on this one, but just after the fast-paced energy of, you know, kind of the opening stages of Cityscape that we're familiar with, kind of grinding to a halt and having to do this is like, okay, cool, I guess. Okay, let's just try to boost over that. And now we get to slowly move up here. There we go. Okay, I think we're done. At least with this little section. But I mean, there's not a whole lot more I could say about Sonic Adventure 2 that I haven't already said. I mean, I played the game completely. So, I mean, I freaking like it. I like it a whole lot, actually. I think it holds up, like, fairly well. You know, maybe I'm nostalgic behind, but, you know, I was not disappointed when I played it. And I'm not going to be disappointed here in Generations, because we got the gun truck! So this time I can just infinitely boost. Well, not infinitely boost. We have to get, oh! Some of these so I can keep boosting, but now it has giant saw blades! A nice little remix here, because we know what to expect, right? Like, we know the gun truck's gonna come after us. But now he's got freaking 3 saw blades, not just 1. And we have to do these side stuff to get out of the way. Because, you know, in the original, that was kind of an annoying segment because, well, you couldn't see where you were going exactly. But here, I think the only obstacles we really have to dodge are the gun truck itself. Oh, and there's another red ring. Okay. Red ring. And you can sidestep them pretty easily, not having a problem. But I just love how, I don't know, it kind of seems like we're going a little bit faster than we did in SE2. Ooh, and 100 rings, too. I love this segment right here. We're on the side of a freaking building. It's got, like, rocket boosters and saw blades. And boy, God has really upgraded the truck, haven't they? And we escape by the skin of our teeth. I'll take it. And just like the original, the gold ring at the very bottom. Yeah, that was pretty flawless. I'm glad I did that right there. Perfect bonus. I'll take that as. Over 100 rings, too. I think that's the first stage I've done where I haven't gotten hit. Okay. And maybe my familiarity with the original really just gave me, that much more credence to that one. That will never happen again, mind you. We're getting into the harder stages of the game, so Cityscape is probably my last hurrah for being competent. Sadly. Oh, and who's the friend we're gonna unlock? Of course, it's the one who made her debut in SA2, the one who still sticks around, when Cream can't for some reason.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
And I know I said I wasn't going to complain about the voice actors, but I think Rouge is definitely kind of the the one downgrade, shall we say. She's definitely the one where I heard that and I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I don't know the names of the voice actresses who played her in SA2 and then Shadow and Beyond for the 4Kids era, but ooh, wow. Definitely were way better than whoever is doing it currently, sadly. Okay, but let's go ahead and see if I can do the rival battle here, which will only be appropriate. Oh, probably not. I guess I have to beat. Yeah, I think so. All this is going to be whited out until we beat the next game. The next stage for the next one being Seaside Hill from Sonic Heroes. What a strange decision. I guess we'll get into that as soon as we get into the stage. But yeah, Sonic Heroes is going to round out the so-called Adventure era, which is a game I enjoy, but I was not able to play for the channel, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and see. Didn't play it for the channel because Sonic Heroes, is it available for PC? And I guess you can hack it. You can just emulate it, I suppose. I don't think it's available for PC purchase, per se. I think you can just emulate it through, like, Dolphin or whatever. But, Sonic Heroes has not had, like, an HD, up-res, re-release, or anything anywhere, as far as I know, which is kind of a shame, because, you know, I do enjoy Sonic Heroes to an extent. I think it definitely is kind of a step below, you know, kind of what we had in Adventure 1 and Adventure 2. And I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people can, kind of point to it, oh, God, I wanted to get up there. Did not want to be down here in the water. But that's how the cookie's gonna crumble, isn't it? Let's go ahead and get some more water here. But, Sonic Heroes, like, what was I saying? Yeah, definitely a step below, which is kind of a marking point for the era, because, you know, it's, kind of the first one where Sega was not making games for their own systems anymore. You know, they'd gone multi-plat. They were releasing it on the Xbox, the PlayStation 2, and the GameCube simultaneously, so a lot of people can kind of point to Seaside Hill as being like, yep, that's the one. That's where everything went bad. And, you know, Sonic Heroes isn't the worst thing on planet Earth. I think it definitely can get repetitive sometimes if you're going for kind of like the final ending, without a doubt. And I also think that, you know, it does not really play as well as Adventure 1 or 2, kind of essentially. I think, you know, you can have a lot more fun playing Adventure 1 and Adventure 2, well, at least with Sonic. You know, playing with the whole team mechanic, it's a nice little change of pace, and I do enjoy it there. It does kind of give the teams, you know, a certain sense of camaraderie and kind of teamwork. You know, they'll chatter throughout the level, which I think is pretty cool. You know, some added personality, some added flavor right there. That's gonna hurt. I just didn't want to fall, though. And yeah, this is the underwater level, if you weren't able to guess. Maybe that's why Seaside Hill got chosen. Ow. Again, maybe it's just faster to go through here like this. But, like I said, like, I do essentially enjoy Sonic Heroes, and I do wish they would release it. You know, it'd be nice to have some kind of Sonic collection, like Sonic 3D collection, to where we would get, like, the up-res versions of SA1, SA2, Heroes, maybe Shadow? I don't know, maybe they want to pretend like Shadow just doesn't exist anymore. Which I suppose I can understand. I guess I could talk about Shadow while we talk about Sonic Heroes. It essentially kind of uses the same engine, I suppose. But before we do that, like, I guess I'll get into Shadow and, you know, Sonic Heroes more as a freaking re-release later. So why Seaside Hill? I don't get it. Like, every stage. Oh, this is good music, by the way. I'm not gonna do it. Let the music play, but I enjoy it. It's nice and relaxing. Good beach theme. But so every single Sonic game up to this point, like, the choices have made complete sense, I think. You know, going through the entire classic era and the adventure era. Maybe Speed Highway, not exactly, and maybe I don't think it was the most iconic stage from SA1, but still, you know, it was a really good level. It was really unique for the time, like I said. But then we get to Sonic Heroes and, really, Seaside Hill, the opening stage. I mean, maybe, again, they just chose it for variety, right? Maybe they just wanted the quote-unquote water level, which I would understand, that would make it make sense. But Seaside Hill, I would not call, like, the most memorable stage from Sonic Heroes by really any stretch of the imagination. It is cool we get the cannons here from Seaside Hill. Although the cannons were in all of Sonic Heroes, not just Seaside Hill. But, you know, if I had to choose the most iconic stage from Sonic Heroes, it would, without a doubt, like without a shadow of a doubt, be Egg Fleet. You know, maybe that was too similar to the city levels, but not really. You know, it's like a Sky High level, kind of like Sky Sanctuary. And, I guess we're going through here? Or I can die instantly! Oh, I didn't know those things killed you instantly underwater. Okay, that kinda sucks. We'll try this again. Although this segment right here, of course, is very reminiscent of the underwater segments you would get in, like, Sonic 3, actually. Which is kinda weird. Why didn't they do this in, like a classic Sonic Genesis stage? You know, kinda weird that we're co-opting Seaside Hill to do this. Let me try this again. I kinda wanna... Nah, I'm just gonna die again. Let's not do it. I think it's not gonna... Boy, I'm not very good at this, am I? It's because I'm thinking about how Egg Fleet should have represented Seaside Hill instead of, should have represented Sonic Heroes instead of Seaside Hill, because it's just a bit of the pain in the rear end. Actually, I remember that about Generations. I think Seaside Hill was definitely kind of a disappointment. I remember that more for the modern 3D kind of version. Man, I guess since, yeah, okay, well, screw me, I guess. Let me try to get past this. Lest I get a game over here, god. Okay, there we go. I mean, instant death in a Sonic game. I don't know, not really good combination there ever, but okay, whatever. Maybe I just need to get good. Bit of practice would have gone a long way. Yeah, Egg Lake should have definitely been the one that represented Sonic Heroes, if you ask me. Oh, and yeah, the chasing wheels. Yeah, that was another big part of Seaside Hill. I remember having problems with that in the original Sonic Heroes, actually. Okay, I'm gonna get hit. Come on, come on. Jump for me, classic. Jump for me! Ah! Okay, well, it's not a one-hit KO, thankfully, but now I'm actually behind the wheel. But Egg Fleet would have been a whole lot cooler. The music is really cool in Egg Fleet. The concept is really cool. You know, you're like in the sky, it's like jumping from Eggman ship to Eggman ship. Like it's such a. I don't really want to use the word iconic. It's, you know, maybe a little strong for that, but it definitely helps Sonic Heroes stand out. I feel like. Boy, I'm gonna be surprised, but that's a B. Yeah, that was kind of painful. Ugh. That was my worst performance yet. I guess that monkey's paw had to curl after doing kinda good on Modern City Escape-ish. But Egg Fleet, yeah, just why not have that instead of a painful water level with Seaside Hill? Sonic Heroes deserved better. There are definitely games that are represented here that I would definitely say are worse than Sonic Heroes. Alright, with that out of the way though, it is Modern Sonic time. And like I said, I remember not really liking this one. We will see how it is impacted here. Yeah, one game that is not going to be represented, because I guess it was released, you know, it was released between Sonic Heroes and the next game that is represented, Sonic 06. Because they did have the balls to represent Sonic 06, which I immensely respect. But Shadow the Hedgehog is not in this game. Well, it doesn't have a stage in this game. I guess it is kind of, ooh, wall jumps, huh? Well, I think you just press the button, right? You just press X? Yeah, okay. Nice of them to have that since, well, I guess Sonic Heroes didn't have wall jumps per se in a 2D sense, but in a 3D sense it did. You would like triangle jump between two parallel walls. But Shadow the Hedgehog does not have a stage, which I suppose makes sense, because not really a Sonic game, Shadow game. Even though it plays like a Sonic game, you know, the plot is no, I can't really say the plot is canon, necessarily. I mean, at the time it was some pretty important canon. But okay, here we go. Wait, do I want to let the music play here? Oh yeah, that's right. Because each zone in Sonic Heroes had 2 acts, so yeah, okay, Classic got Zone 1, and then Modern gets Zone 2. Okay, that's cool. And great start here, Virgo. Yeah, you're doing great. Keep it up. Chatting too much here. And this is more reminiscent of Act 2. Yeah, I've almost forgotten about that. Brings back the act system. Let's try going this way this time. Let's try. I don't know. Maybe it's just my controller. You know, maybe the jumps are just a little bit more finicky from the Adventure era, but I could have sworn that I freaking press the stupid button, you know. Fine though, but yeah, Sonic Heroes brought back the 2X structure, and that was the first time they had done it in a 3D space, I believe. Yeah, I mean, the third 3D Sonic game definitely did that. Dude, can you let me up, please? Thank you. Come on, man, these 2D segments! Okay, I'm all out of boosting already, boosting. Ah, this is the jump one. There we go. But it's probably for the best that Shadow doesn't have a stage. I don't even know what stage you would pick from Shadow, to be honest. Nothing really sticks out in that game. I mean, they have so many stages because of, like, the whole good or bad gameplay thing, you know? And, you know, I guess I could go ahead and talk about Shadow here. I mean, this is the same era. You know, Shadow is a direct follow-up to the plot of Sonic Heroes. You know, when I played Shadow, I guess maybe I was kind of enthralled by the fact that I was playing a game that was definitely surface level, more, again, this feels stupid to say now, more mature, you know, kind of like more grown up. Like, ooh, it's got guns and swearing. Like, wow. Man, I'm like 13 now instead of 9. Like, I can take the guns and swearing. Even though it was only rated like E10, like, they didn't commit all the way. They had to tone it down a little bit. The music, though. It does sound pretty good. I guess we can let the music play for a little while. It's pretty good, you know, like heavier guitar. I'd say it's definitely, you know, kind of inferior to the original by a good bit, honestly. But, ooh, water right here. I don't know if we've seen a ton of that so far. Man, that was in Sonic Generation, not Sonic Generation, Sonic Unleashed a lot, and I'm surprised that we're seeing it back here. But yeah, Shadow, kind of glad there's not a stage right here. We do get, in a little bit, you know, we'll see a little bit of representation that Shadow as a game actually got. Which I'm glad they didn't ignore that. You know, at this point, I don't know if they were ashamed of Shadow. Like, they were clearly ashamed of Sonic 06 at this point. There was really No denying that exactly. Ooh, the triple. Let's try to go up the middle. Or we can go up the right. Trying to go up the middle, but whatever. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit more of a slog than Cityscape was. A lot more stop and go on this. Yeah, and just 3D Sonic, modern Sonic does not lend himself to kind of tight platforming very well. I think it's a lot better when it's kind of more Sonic Unleashed-esque levels right here, is like kind of now I'm playing. Maybe I'm just kind of realizing this after playing the two adventure games for the series like fairly recently, but it just does not feel as good. Like, not by a pretty large stretch, I would say. Okay, let's try not to fall in the water here. Gotta keep that boost button down, or I'm gonna sink like a freaking rock, because this is Sonic after all. But, yeah, kinda glad Shadow is in here. Sonic Hero's representation in this game is kinda weird. Don't know why the opening stage was chosen. Unless they just wanted the water. It's cool if you want the water. I didn't like the water. No one likes water in Sonic games. I don't think anyone likes water in any video games. Thank you very much. Okay, can I just boost past here? Oh, sweet. Okay, we should be getting towards the end of the thing. Oh, and jump. I do like that, though. Quick reaction time in these segments can be pretty good. And falling down again. Falling down again! Come on, get to the top. Oh, I thought when you boosted, it got you to the top of the water. You know, if I'd actually played well, I probably wouldn't be in the water right now, but... No, it's neither here nor there. I'm not good at this game. I haven't practiced this game very well. It's perfectly fine. Don't judge me. I don't know, I feel like I did a well enough performance in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 to be like... it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh god, don't play the freaking music for me. Did I just fall through the block? Excuse me? Oh no, these blocks are coming in and out, that's what happened. For a moment I was like, okay, that was a Sonic Adventure style glitch right there. Thanks a whole lot, game. I was right before the checkpoint too. Pain and suffering, man. I mean, that's what Sonic fans pretty much go through on a daily basis. Okay, I guess we're just gonna fall and have to do this again. I remember this, it was towards the end of like the level in Sonic Heroes. There we go. Now we get the wheels. So many wheels! Because just like the gun truck, we have to crank everything up a notch. I wonder if there's gonna be a wheel chase at the end. I don't remember. Or no, it's the boring. Kinda disappointing for sure. Yeah, it was pretty lame. And just like the 2D ones, the first one you play and you're kinda like, that was kinda lame. Like, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, everything's kinda weird with Heroes, I suppose. That whole scenario is kinda strange. But the character that we will unlock, he wasn't introduced in Seaside Hill necessarily, but it's where, you know, like the current Chaotix kind of got their character and they were rebooted and things like that. I wonder why Espio instead of Vector or Charmy, though. I would have chosen Vector, but...
So I think we've pieced together more of what's happening, and it's not good. Whoa! When that thing goes through time, it tears space apart, leaving the areas empty and dead, and sticking them in this weird white limbo. When the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color and life.
Then I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
It takes a mighty foe to trap a ninja. Be on your guard, Sonic.
Yeah, that's another guy that sounds kind of weird. You know, I don't think, now that I think about it, I never really got used to all the new voice actors, like, for all, like, the extended Sonic cast, because this is the first, like, game where they got all the new ones, right? But starting in, like, 2010 and 2011 with Generations, like, pretty much none of these guys would ever be featured in the main games. We would pretty much get Sonic, Tails, those are the kind of the only two. Maybe Knuckles and Amy here and there? I'm trying to think. I mean, in Lost World, that didn't happen, and... So yeah, when it comes to, like, kind of lesser characters like Rouge and Espio, I'm hearing these guys and I'm like, this is the first time I've heard you. Like, this is kind of bizarre. You've been the voice actors for, like, 10 years now! But that's because, you know, we have to stay far, far away from Sonic's friends, because they're pretty bad, you know, they ruin the games. It's gotta be just Sonic. But yeah, I'm gonna go for these doppelganger ones again. And I guess there's really, like, no... Okay, I should boost, shouldn't I? There we go. I guess there's really no point in, like, showing these off anymore, so I'll go ahead and do all 3 of these to get the keys, and then after that, oh, it's gonna be boss time. Well, not before mini-boss time, but mini-boss time and boss time. Good times.